Think of something that benefits creation. Think of someone that benefits creation. An entity, even. Think of how it grows to the higher power. And the higher power being the continuance of life and existence. The continued expansion of life in the universe and all the expanses of existence. Someone that creates and designs and builds and creates new things, new ideas and new concepts. Think of all they give to the world. Think of how they create new things. See how they bring together the unions of life-giving. Think of how they sponsor the creation of the world and the universe. Think of all the great things they do. Think of all the wondrous things these aids to the higher power do. That you can do. That you can be an aid to the higher power in as well. By sponsoring creation. By sponsoring the unions of life. By aiding the continued existence of life as we know it. By showing that there is hope for the future. Not that there is one possibility, but endless possibility. That there is a multitude of possibilities that you and I can accomplish and that they can accomplish when you are aiding the higher power. Because the higher power can never be an individual. Because when you look up, how many things are upward from you? When you look up during the day, there's the sky and the sun. Boom. Someone said that the higher power to be ripped in two during the day. When you look at night, there's so many stars in the sky that if you were to be that higher power, what would happen to you? You'd be ripped into pieces. But a true higher power is something of multitude. But to aid the growth of a higher power, how do you do that? I wonder. How do you aid the continuance? How do you yourself do it every day? How do you aid the growth of life and continued growth and expansion of life on this plane of existence? How do you help your fellow man? How do you cooperate? How do you work together and bring together each other? And when we bring each other together, and as we work together and not separate each other, because to separate each other would not be to be of a higher power, not to aid in the continuance, but to separate and make alone and singularity. How do you grow that continuance, that life, those dreams, those hopes? How do you yourself aid the higher power? I'm sure you've done it before. A good deed, a good thing, a fun thing. Where you help people get along. Where you brought resolution to problems that were affecting others. Where you yourself have helped other people. Other creations even. Other creatures, the birds, plants, trees, and animals. From the growing of gardens. Even to feed yourself and others, where you aid in lifting the hunger from the world. Where have you helped another human being? Where have you helped creation? No, even more. Its continued existence, its growth, its expansion, its higher power. That higher power. Where have you aided that higher power? The expansion, the growth of life and existence and materials and ideas and thoughts and dreams. Where have you yourself helped aid the growth of the higher power? Where have you been an aid to the higher power? What else is an aid to the higher power? Muslim, Christ, their books and their teachings and all the good teachings when they work together and where they work together. There is a gigantic aid to the higher power, because it shows how we all work together. But if you were to say only one were in existence, would you be aiding a higher power? No, because you would be taking from existence all those other powers, all those other, not really powers, but those other beliefs, those other religions, those other individuals or other creations of choice, those other entities. So if there's a multitude and you aid the multitude to grow, as Christ does in a land of milk and honey, as Muslim does in its way, as the light does in how it shares with its light down upon earth to help the plants grow tall and strong, as the winters does. Yes, the winter, because it shows the truth, the cold truth of what is of you. The cold truth so you know your location. As the spring does when the planting of the seeds and the starts of life. As the fall does in the harvest when it is shared, but when it is kept for just yourself. Does that aid anyone else? So what is aiding the higher power? Everything that is in existence can. But can you be a higher power? No. Because it is expansion, it is growth. It is a multitude of things working together, growing together. But you can aid that growth, or you can separate that growth. Which will you choose? Which have you chosen in the past, without even knowing? Thank you for your time, Christopher David Clayton of the United Unified Belief.